the rainy season it's in a full effect, at least here in the UK, I actually decided to try to find some other pairs of shoes which will have some waterproof materials. So in today's video we're gonna have a look at a pair of New Balance. Hello guys and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It will really help out the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm going to review in the next few days. In today's video guys, we're going to have a look at a pair of shoes which is one of my favorites coming from New Balance. So let's go ahead and take them out of the box, which as you might expect is going to come in this dark gray colorway, which will have the New Balance logo here on top. So let's go ahead and take them out. So in today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at a waterproof pair of shoes, and this one will be the New Balance X-72 Gore-Tex. As I said earlier guys, in the last month or so I've been trying to get some alternatives for the Nike Gore-Tex Infinity Runs, or the Jordan 1 Gore-Tex, or even the Adidas Gore-Tex releases. Most definitely I find that this one is a better option out there, which at least here in the UK will come at a retail price of £160, which most definitely seems to be a bit steep. But if you look at the other ones coming from Nike or Adidas, they will actually go very close to the £200 mark. So this color combination which we're gonna have a look at today, it's called Timberwolf. And I actually managed to take this one on sale from End Clothing. So let's go ahead and also do a breakdown of this one guys. So as you can see, for this upper we're gonna have a mix of materials. One of it will be this cream suede, which will cover the front part of the tobo section, but most of these materials will actually sit on this canvas material in this brownish color. So the design for this one, most definitely it's actually very easy recognizable. We're gonna have this split here at the front, which actually looks quite good. And as this one will be a Gore-Tex release, we're gonna have this Gore-Tex branding here on the lateral side of the tobo section. Going now in the actual midfoot, we're gonna have the very well-known N logo, which for this one will come in this no-back material in this brown color, which will sit on a leather material as well, which will also be present here at the lacing system, where you're gonna have your normal punch-out holes, which will keep in place these flat cream laces, and underneath these laces we're gonna have a normal nylon tongue, which to be honest will have your normal amount of padding which we've been getting in most of these XC-72 releases. And as you can see at the top, we're also gonna have this rubberized New Balance logo. Going now at the back of the shoe guys, covering the whole heel section, we're gonna have this heel counter support in this dark brown colorway, which has this wavy pattern and it looks quite nice. And just underneath this one we're gonna have this leather material which will cover the whole heel section and just above it, which most definitely looks quite nice. To be honest, I would have expected to have the New Balance logo here at the top. Nevertheless, this one is still looking quite good. So going now inside of the shoe guys, for this one we're gonna have, at least covering the top part of the heel section, this creamish lining. But for the rest of the shoe we're gonna have that Gore-Tex membrane inside, which will keep us dry, and that one will come in a dark colorway. And as usual at the bottom we're gonna have this black foam insole, which will have imprinted here at the heel section XC-72 in this white color. So now guys, we can go to this very interesting foam midsole. which at least here at the front will actually be covered by this rubber outsole, which will come from underneath. But as you can see, from the midfoot going to the back, this one will have this foam exposed, and it will have this very staggered design, which most definitely will give a very good stability, and it also looks quite nice, at least in my opinion. And even though this one is not very squishy, I feel that it's still providing a very good level of comfort. So now guys, we can finish with this rubber outsole, which will have a very interesting design. And as I've said earlier, here at the front will actually come and cover this midsole and also slightly this toe section as well. And as you can see, this one will have two different patterns. So on one side we're gonna have these round bolts, while on the other side we're gonna have a totally different design, which will actually be separated by this brown line on the middle of the shoe, which will also have written here at the heel section New Balance. As in for the actual sizing guys, for me, as I have a skinny feet, for this one I just went with a half size down comparing with my normal sizing. So for me this one fits me just fine, but I would say that if you have normal feet guys, you can just stick with your true to size. And just in case you have wide feet, most definitely I would suggest you to try at least a half size up, just to make sure that this one is not gonna be too snug for you. So overall guys, this waterproof release coming from New Balance, in my opinion, it's actually a very nice drop, which of course will have these waterproof materials which will keep your foot dry. And as usual, as this one is gonna be a New Balance release, we're gonna have actually quite good material. Most definitely I find that this one, it's a very nice drop, but of course as this one will be a waterproof release, it will also come at a slightly higher price. But as I've said at the start of the video, this one will actually be a bit cheaper, at least comparing with the Nike and Adidas releases. And even though usually I'm just putting this under the actual tap to see if it's gonna take some water, I actually managed to take this one on a rainy day and no water actually came in. So most definitely this one is 100% waterproof, which will also look quite good. And for me at least, this XC-72, it's one of the best releases coming from New Balance, alongside the 327 range and the more recently 9060. So for sure I find that this one, it's a good option out there, which will be waterproof and still looks quite good. So yeah guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this New Balance XC-72 Gore-Tex. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my other reviews coming from New Balance, you can choose from the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching!